I wanted to talk about 7 ways you can become attractive instantly. A lot of times, we think about attractive as the normal standard of beauty, of just looking beautiful, and that's it. But there's so many ways that you can become attractive, even if you are considered average. Number one is being more fit and healthy. And I don't think this is necessarily just for a romantic relationship. You know, people tend to vibe and want to be around people who are just more fit and more healthy rather than the couch potato or the person who just, is sloppy and wrinkled. The person who is, getting themselves healthy, whether it's eating healthy, working out, being active. People tend to like to be around people who are active. But of course, in a romantic relationship, being physically fit. You may not have the Coca-Cola bottle because everyone's shape size, their shape and their size is different. But you should be or want to be closer to your BMI, versus your height. You want to be in what a doctor would consider a healthy weight, right? Number two would be to make sure you have a positive mindset. So this isn't necessarily making sure everyone has the same dynamic personality, that sunny disposition, because that's not everyone. But you do want to be positive instead of negative. When you speak, you shouldn't be a Debbie Downer. You can, but it's not ideal for you. And again, this is not just for romantic relationships. Who wants to hire someone who's a Debbie Downer? Who wants to be friends with someone who's a Debbie Downer? You know, that family member that's always woe me and victimville. That person is always in victimville. But you want to be around people who are at least positive. Their energy is positive. Someone who's emotionally stable. And what I mean by emotionally stable is the person that does not let their emotions run them. I have another video I will be doing a little later, and I'll talk more about emotional maturity and intelligence and that. But this is someone who does not let their emotions get the best of them. They're like Jekyll and Hyde. One day you got them on a good day, and the next their mood is so crazy they're ready to, slash tires and bust out windows and all of those things. So you want someone who's emotionally stable. That's all part of this positive mindset, positive energy. The person who has quote unquote good vibes, right? Number three would be someone who is more loving and nurturing. What I mean by that is, as women, part of our femininity is want to care for others. It does not necessarily have to be just children. It does not necessarily have to be a romantic partner. It can be a friend, someone you care about, to show that empathy, that caring side of you, nurture, want to do things. Basically, in essence, not selfish, to care about others. That is such an attractive thing, to have someone who cares about whether there is their community, their family, their loved ones, and just those around them. So number four would be being confident. That's actually probably one of the sexiest things about being a feminine woman. Feminine women are confident. They have high self-esteem. Now, let's not confuse that with arrogance. Arrogance is someone who just thinks so highly of themselves when they're not there yet. They're not emotionally there. They're not physically there. They're giving themselves kudos where the kudos are not there yet. There are sometimes, usually arrogance is rooted in insecurity. So they're trying to overcompensate with the self-esteem when really they're not fully confident in themselves. But someone who has high self-esteem, they practice self-love. They love themselves, which makes it easier to love others. They are someone who, they embrace their womanhood. They embrace their uniqueness, their femininity. These are women who love being them, and they don't care what others think. However, they're always looking for ways to improve. Every year I look for ways to improve, not necessarily just for a New Year's resolution, but why would you want to be the same person that you were the year before? Not just in relationships. So I want to be a better mother than I was the year before. I want to be a better wife than I was the year before. I want to be a better daughter than the year before. I want to be a better friend, a better employee, I want to be a better contributor. So I asked, how can I be better this year than I was before? How can I do things better? What are you looking for? How can I improve? I literally asked those questions. So this is something you may want to do. And I think you should be direct. How can I do better? How can I be better? How can I be a better person so I can improve myself? Being confident doesn't mean that you feel like you are on level 10 and there's no improvement for you. You need to have accountability. You need to want to make yourself better every time. You can't get to the point where this is it and you've met all the improvements and there's nothing else to improve on. There's always ways you can improve. All right. So I said number 4. Number 5 would be avoiding drama. Some women are messy, and you do not want to be messy women. Yes, we can talk about men, but I'm talking about women right now. I think we got to get to the point where we avoid talking about ourselves and how to make ourselves better and then pointing the finger. We can't always point the finger. Let's talk about it. So let's avoid the drama. And a lot of times drama are around women more so than men. Try not to get in fights or put other people in predicaments where you're fighting, arguing all the time. That's different from having discussions with someone. Discussions and arguments are two different things. And I think this what goes into the area of being a peaceful person. So again, avoiding the drama. A lot of times drama is rooted in insecurities. You're not happy with yourself, so you're creating some type of drama, or you're jealous of someone else, you're envy, and we create these things around them because we don't have a life, or we're not happy with the life we have. So get to the point where you love the life that you have and you'll minimize that drama. That's also with gossip, avoiding gossiping about people, belittling people, and that goes to being more loving and nurturing and having a positive mindset as well. So a number 6 would be your outward appearance. A lot of times, we talk about the inner beauty, the inner appearance, which I said before about having a positive mindset. And if you're going to have a positive mindset, you want that to show on your outward appearance. If you say that you are someone who is poised and elegant or sophisticated, wherever it is that you're confident, whatever it is, you're sexy, you want to make sure on the outside you're looking that way, because it's kind of like you saying that the diamond that you are is a Tiffany's, but you're going to be wrapped in a brown paper bag. You want to make sure your outer box matches what's on the inside. So if you say you're sophisticated, dress sophisticated. Your behavior, your emotions should be of a sophisticated woman. If you say you are confident and sexy, then you should not have all these insecurities, the kind that you can, of course, fix through accountability and becoming more fit and all those type of insecurities. Those insecurities where you can help yourself physically and mentally. You want to make sure that your outward appearance matches what you say you are on the inside. If you say you're a queen, you should be acting and behaving, dressing like the queen that you say you are. So again, your outward appearance does have to match your inner beauty. Not saying that you have to walk around wearing pink and yellows and stuff all the time, but you want to just make sure that what you say you are, people can actually see it. Okay. And number 7 is being softer. A lot of times people, when they think of femininity, they think of this. They think of, oh, you just want us to speak softer and things like that. Well, being softer is not necessarily just speaking softer, but just being more delicate whenever you do things. How you touch people, how you speak. Basically not being as harsh and rough. Your movements are more graceful. I think that when you are softer, more graceful, you tend to change your attitude. Imagine if you were wearing jeans and then if you were wearing a dress. If you're wearing jeans, you're able to run more, you're probably walking faster, you're doing more than you would if you had a dress on. If you had a dress, you know that you are a little bit restricted and limited in the things that you can do. So you're not going to be running and jumping and being more aggressive. So all I'm saying is just be more mindful of your movements. Be more mindful of how you speak, being more harsh than being softer. That's in tone and how you say things, because it would actually make you more feminine. So that is all I have for you. My name is Danielle DeVita. If you want to know more about my content, you are able to go to mrsdanielledevita.com. Take care. Why you gotta waste your